Welcome to the Metal Forge Reviews.
Welcome.
If you are following us for the first time, thanks for tuning in. Make sure, if you have not yet already, to subscribe to our channel. You can like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram as well. Today we have a very great band that I'm excited to talk about because it's another Boston-based band.
I'll give you a clue. At least this is the grade that I got a lot in high school.
It's the band C.
Yeah, a lot of C's on this report card.
But not in the sense of the letter word. This is S-E-A, the band C. Let's take a quick listen to one of their tracks off their most recent record, Impermanence. So the band C is from Boston, as we have just talked about. This is an independent release, which is actually really surprising to me because it sounds way more professional than that. As in terms of bio and everything like that, we don't really have like a ton on. Do you have anything for them? I didn't really like get a lot of information.
I mean, other than the fact that they're atmospheric doom and post metal. I mean, I know that I've seen them on various show flyers and things like that. Unfortunately, I haven't caught a show, but I've heard a lot of good things about them. I loved the artwork on the front of it. I thought it was really awesome. Really cool. When I checked it out, I was absolutely floored by it. I mean. It is what I've been wanting Pallbearer to release since Foundations of Burden.
Yeah.
I mean, it really scratched that itch for me. This album just screams vinyl release within seconds of listening to it. You got the massive blown out guitars, screaming emotional vocals, buttery clean, beautiful clean vocals.
Yeah.
Epic, big, slow parts that hit you in the face. Blast beat sections with tons of melodies.
Those blast beat sections were really surprising too.
Out of nowhere.
Very tasteful.
But they're awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Album's just over 40 minutes, and I wish it was 10 hours. It was really good.
That's one of the things that I put down and I underlined it, so that meant it was serious. Brilliant pacing. By the time that you realize a song is done and you realize that you just listened to an 8.5 minute long song, you're like, whoa.
It didn't feel like it.
It does not feel like an 8-minute long song. The tracks are just monstrous. It's a guitar-driven band, but it's very much contrasted with these great dynamic vocals. Lyrical themes that they go over are things like the human experience, melancholy, like mortality, kind of like an introspective sort of look. And the title of the album really matches like the overall kind of theme, Impermanence, that we're all mortal, we're all gonna die, and it kind of approaches it in like a very delicate, sorrowful way. And I wasn't really expecting this to be sorrowful, because typically when I think of like sorrowful music, I think of like melodic doom and doom bands, and I think they kind of do label themselves as sort of a doom band, but it's so much more than that.
You can really tell that they're harping on the mortality thing with song titles like Penumbra, Shrine, Ashes, Ascend, and Dust. And, you know, the lyrics on Dust are definitely harping towards being put back to the earth. It's not a depressive album to listen to.
It's not, right.
You know, it's not. It's very uplifting and inspiring, and the guitar work is amazing. The compositions are amazing. I actually had a really hard time picking a favorite song from this album. Talking about engineering and album artwork, Nathaniel Parker Raymond did the album artwork for this release. It's really cool. Definitely fits the theme of the album. The album was recorded and mixed by Keith Gentile at Labyrinth Audio, and it's mastered by Nick Tuhig.
That just to jump in that real quick, Keith Gentile has a really cool studio up in Peabody, Mass. I was checking out the website earlier.
Oh, no kidding.
He is the guitarist of Voyager, Boston-based band who released Hypersleep, and I think they have one other album. You can tell that he really has nailed that sort of doom, sludge, post-metal sound. So a perfect fit for C to go to Keith Gentile.
Yeah, I mean, clearly you're speaking the same language as the band, so props to you there for the hard work on the record. The production and sound quality on this thing is excellent. Guitar tones great. Everything's clear, you know? My one personal nitpicky thing, and this isn't even really, I'm not even sure if it's worth saying, but my own personal taste, I like when drums are loud. I felt like the drums were a little quiet on this, but they definitely needed to be at some points given the huge push-pull in the compositions and everything like that. That doesn't take away from the power of the songs. They hit, they crush. I loved it, but it's just my own personal taste. In terms of atmosphere, this release is just oozing with creativity and dreary mood. You know, it's a massive album, overwhelming tones all across the board in terms of bass and guitar. Beautiful, beautiful melodic sections, and that contrasting, huge punishing blast beats with post-rock drenched leads with the huge, massive guitar tones of doom riffs blends awesome.
Yeah, it is
really,
awesome.
really, really cool stuff, guys. And the songwriting's excellent. I wish the album was even longer, to be honest with you. I'm probably going to listen to this a lot this year.
Yes.
My favorite songs were Shrine, Ashes, and Dust.
It's like half the album.
I had such a hard time picking one song. I don't think I could.
Well, I overlapped with Dust. I also thought that Penumbra was a great opening track.
All the songs are awesome.
Yeah.
I just found myself really
drawn to
connecting with those ones.
yeah.
In terms of if you think you might like this band or not, I would say, and I mentioned them before, Pallbearer is a pretty good comparison. Chemist would also be a good comparison. Instrumentally, some of the stuff that Russian Circles does, I think.
Yeah. Right.
You know, lines up.
Yep.
Remember that band Junius?
Yeah, they're also from Boston.
They kind of remind me a little bit of that.
Yes, I could see some Junius in there.
At least in terms of the clean vocal parts and the slamming heavy stuff.
I put down ISIS because I don't
know why I forgot that.
they're the godfathers of post-metal. So anytime I hear like post-metal, I'm like, oh, ISIS. I also put like Oathbreaker, kind of like that sort of post-metal-y, huge sounding, but like also beautiful cleans and things like that.
I could see maybe Alcest getting in there a little bit with some of that stuff.
Yep.
There's a lot of comparisons. I mean, clearly these guys cover a lot of ground in terms of a sonic landscape, and you know, this album doesn't disappoint. I personally gave this a 4 out of 5.
Wow. I give it a 5 out of 5. I'm just handing out perfect scores tonight. But
I'm feeling it.
This is what I've like kind of been waiting for. I love this sort of style, like the post-metal, doom, sludge inspired. It's got all the melancholy. This to me is going to be very heavily on my rotation this year.
For sure. So C's Impermanence, it was out January 25th, 2020, independent release. Go to their Bandcamp, buy their stuff. The band absolutely deserves your support.
Before we cut off though, we don't have a physical copy right now, but we are awaiting a physical copy of the album. Just real quick, let's cut to a quick unboxing of the album Impermanence.
You'll see that this has changed because we shot a background reveal in between getting the physical copy, which the band so generously donated.
Let's see.
Let's see what's inside.
This is the C Impermanence album. We are, for the first time.
Awesome album. You've probably been watching the review up to now.
Yeah.
You'll notice that the set changed. That's because the set did change. And the band was kind enough to send us a physical copy of, wow, that is awesome. Holy shit. This is the first time we've opened it.
Yeah.
This is...
So pretty, I guess, standard kind of digipack layout. Love the design of just kind of like, so we've got like a 3-panel design here and lyrics in the interior. I really, really like this back design. That's really cool. Like the sacred geometry kind of thing. I like it when like there's a little surprise behind the disc. What is it? Whoa!
More, that's awesome.
More like geometry patterns and stuff like that. This is great. Very, very clean. It's not like super complicated. All the lyrics are just laid out on 2 panels. Very nice. Great job over at C, and thank you so much for sending this over.
Yeah, this would be an excellent addition to your collection if you enjoy bands that really take the time to flesh out the artwork and really make that match the music. So thank you guys. This is excellent.
Appreciate it.
This is probably going to go right up on there.
Let's do it. Let's put it right up there.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Hopefully that was a good video that we did.
Haven't shot yet, but we're going to shoot.
Yeah, so definitely support the band. If they come around on a tour, get out there, go check them out.
Like, subscribe, find us on Facebook, Instagram, all that fun stuff. Reach out to us, let us know what you think, and thanks for watching.
Yeah, tune in, take care.